Hey guys, so let's build our frame for our mining rig. So let's go through what we got here. Get our angle iron. Wood sticks. See here, I have a complete list here. Let me get it here. Okay. Alright, this is some 1x1 angle iron that I buy from Home Depot. And it actually ends up being 2 full sticks, but you cut them down to all these different sizes right here. You'll actually have no waste at all. Then we got our lumber. This is roughly 3/4 by 1.5 inches, and you buy 1 stick of that and you cut it down to these sizes right here. It's only 1 stick, and you'll have no waste when you're done. And then today I'm going to be putting it together with a glue stick, or a hot glue gun. You don't have to do that. You can just screw it together. I'm going to try it with the hot glue gun and then put the screws in to try and make it a little easier for me. Now I buy these also at Home Depot. These are these little felt pads with a little plastic cup on them, so that it won't scratch the surface of a table or something. So got that right there, and got trusty little square tape measure. So let me go through here, and now the aluminum angle that I got here, the dimensions on this stuff, you end up with 3 dimensions. So you got 4 pieces at 22 inches. You also get 4 pieces at 14 inches. And 4 pieces at 12 inches. The wood, you're going to have 5 pieces at 14 inches, and you're going to have 1 piece at 22 inches. And we may actually sometimes have to trim just a little bit off this one, but I'll have all of the sizes in the description of the video, so you can go over that and check it out. So let's start out and plug this hot glue gun in here. And I'm going to set this right there so you can get a better view. And what I'm going to start with is I'm going to start out with just two pieces. Let's just start out with the 2 pieces at 20 inches. They're a little stuck together. There we go. And 2 of these. So I'm trying the 2 longest ones, if there's any difference in them. And if we're going to start out, I just like putting them in the corners and gluing up a box with it. And basically the way we're going to glue this right here. We're going to glue it so we get a frame like that right there. Okay. And like I said, you don't have to glue this if you don't want to. It's perfectly fine to just screw it together. My other rigs, I just screwed them together. But I wanted to try this way on this particular one and see if it works better. It might end up being a mess, I don't know. So. There we go. There's that one. All right. Excellent. As you can see, we got that glued together like that. First off, now I'm gonna take and put my felt bottoms, because this is the base. So I'm gonna start right now, or I could just wait. I'll wait. So now, what I want to do is I want to put the rest of these will go in here like this. Okay. And I want to make sure that I get them in at specific spots, because my motherboard's going to sit right here, and my motherboard is going to screw into these. Okay. So I want to make sure that it lines up with the holes on the motherboard, so I have a good surface to attach that to. So I'll pull my motherboard out. Okay, so now the motherboard is going to sit in here like this. Okay, so this will be the front of the rig. And I want my holes, you can see where there's 6 screws. Okay, so the holes that we're going to attach it with are right here and right here. Okay, I got one right here. See it? And one right here. Okay, and then it's going to be right here, and one final one right there. Okay, so what I'll do, set the camera up here, is I'll measure that. And you see I got from the first hole, okay, to the second hole, I have 6¼ inches. Okay. And then from the second hole to the third hole, it's 5 inches about. So what I'm going to do is I want this one to line up to where that 6¼ inches lands right in the middle of this, from where that's going to be at. I'm going to put these screws are going to go over here close to the edge, because I'm going to have a part of the frame right here, and I don't want it to be blocking part of the motherboard. So I'm going to measure from that, and I'm going to go 6¼ So that's about where that is, so I can measure that, and I'll go 5 inches, that 5 inches. That should give me, that should look really nice. Okay. So what I'm going to do is mark my okay. Excellent. Glue gun and get my hot glue. And gonna need, looks like some hot glue. Right. And just get there and put it in there and put it down. Bam, this is set. Well, that one is all. That's okay. So next one, like I said it with my nail. Is it 5 inches? But roughly 5 inches. What was just okay? 5. Oh, okay. So if we go, oops, that should put it right there. About okay. Let's check it. Okay. Excellent. Excellent. And I could actually give this one over just a little bit more to give an edge. I do that sometimes when I set a router in this area. So I'm going to do that because I may end up putting a router in this. So I'm going to actually give it a little bit of an edge there to stick out, so you can see what it's going to look like now. See, I got a little bit of an edge there. Okay. So you make sure you guys can see it. All right. You double check here, so it's 5½ inches is what I'm actually going. Okay, there we're set. So you can see how I'm going to set this up here. And that's because this offset right here is because I'll be having, see, that'll be going in right there, so it won't be blocking this. Excellent. And I'm gonna mark it right now where this motherboard goes, and I'm gonna drill the spots out. and I'll show you that. But I'm putting it flush with this edge right here across, so it ends up being nice and square. And you can see where my holes are at, you know. So okay, I'm gonna scoot it just a little. All right, I take my pen and I'm going to mark the 6 holes that I'm going to be using to secure the motherboard. This one kind of wants to be stubborn. Come on, Mark. Yeah, we'll get it. We got that one. Whoop. Right here. Got it. Got another pin here. That one doesn't quite want to reach real well. So I got it marked now. Okay, so we're done with the motherboard for now. So I'm going to set it in here. So you can see here where I've got the holes, or the marks for the holes. Okay. So I'm going to grab my drill. I put it over here. Now I don't need a terribly big hole, because the screws that I'm going to use are not terribly big to secure the motherboard. Okay, I'm using number 8, 1 inch long. So basically I want to drill the hole so I'm not splitting the wood. So I just need a to drill the hole big enough so that the threads are grabbing. Excellent. So it looks like I'm going to be using oh heck, I can't read it. Can't read it. It's not. But anyway. Alright, so I'll drill each one of these without drilling my cable. Here it is. As you can see, so got my holes. Each one of the marks will line up ready. My motherboards, these we are going to use. And the screws that I'm going to use. Yeah. So, real nice. Yeah. That'll work nice. I got now one and take extra board, put it in. If you want, you can not get this board right now in here anywhere you want to attach it right now. You know, I put it somewhere, but I'm generally attached in here some. Right now, I'm not gonna attach it all at this now. Attach this where I put it later. A lot of people actually put their want to apply right. People actually just find power supply in right here, which is just stuff in. I put want different spot, just to put it in the way that works where you want. If your power is just the sucks for me, it's gonna be over here. So, and you want slice apply is here. You would want it facing. Figure this way, size you'll apply the way. The glue this down. Your power matches up a bit, and because I'm not so it meant that. At least not. But now I'm gonna leave. I'm going to get right now that out. All right. So, for right now, I'm going to take I'm going to take my four, these are the 12-inch pieces, and I'm going to put them on the corners so they'll flush up like that. So I'm just going to hot glue them on right now, okay? So I'm not trying to do it super permanent. Just hold it good for the till I get the screws on. That'll help steady that. So I can get this. Excellent. Oh yeah. It's a little bit off, but it's good. Now I'll do this one. This side so you guys can see this. Alright. You know, to cut up these, I just bought a cheap hacksaw and cut them all to the lengths I needed. So, worked great. So now, let's go and let's build the top. I'm going to set this aside. Okay, so we got our next two 22-inch pieces. Okay, and there we go. And I'm going to use two of the 14-inch pieces. Okay, and they're going to go together like so. And sometimes I switch these one of these around. I do that sometimes. It doesn't really matter too much. I'm going to do it like this, at least for this build. So let's glue this one in. Actually, I am going to flip this on this particular rig, and I will show you why when we put the GPUs in. So, at this point, I'm going to take our top here, and we are going to glue it in. It's going to get glued in like so, inside these. But I'm going to glue this one in first. So, excellent. So, a little dab. It's going to go in. This is actually going to go in like so. I'll show you that in just a minute. Came off there. Let's clean that glue off and redo it. Okay. Alright, had a little bit of camera problem. Anyway, so here's the frame, just hot glued. And I put this angle right here, opposite. It's the only one that's opposite. So my GPUs will sit inside this, dropping them 1 inch in. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the other 2 bars that or angle iron that I got right here. They are going to go in right in here. Okay, and then this board here will sit on that, and the back end of your GPUs will lay on this board here. So now the distance is 4 inches from the lip of where your GPU sits, which is going to be 4 inches from here down, is going to put me where I need to be. This is 1 inch angle, so I'll just go 5 inches from the top, and I should be good. This are actual none. Am I thinking about it right? Not. I also add for the board. So got to add which are quarters of an inch. So it's 3/4 of an inch. So it's actually 5 3/4 lower and 3/4. Get that one. Okay. Just to kind of show you. So that's pretty much the frame done. Okay. Got to screw it, but you have it. Let me grab you and I'll show you. The GPU is going to sit in there like that. You're flipping this so you can move this GPU in more and that GPU out more. So there it is. Right there. I could have actually went up a little bit higher on that. That's all right. Excellent. Like that. All right. So now what I'll do is I'm going to screw it all together with screws. And I'll be back and I'll show you where I put all the screws at. Alright guys, there we go. There it is. I got all the screws in. You can see where I put them. Got 2 here. two here, one here, 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 here. See, and it basically just all the way around like that. I put on the bottom, I got my felt pads. I put screws on this board and this board right here. This one's being held by the two screws, other screws, see there? So I don't, it's not necessarily to put it there. So there it is. So this would be my front, and I leave this board right here. It's just pinched in there. So I leave this board free because varying GPUs, depending on what you're going to use, this board might be closer, might be further back. You know, it depends. And this way you can adjust it and just pinch it in there where it needs to be, and you're good to go. See, with these ones right here, I'll be running this all the way back here. So that'll sit in there like that. Excellent. Just to give you an idea. Let me see here. We'll grab the other GPUs, and you can see how they'll fit in there like that. Now you can build your frame any way you want to. This is just how I do it. People build them out of wood only. There's guys out there that just use just build small farms that don't even use a frame. They just hang them in shelves, everything. But this is how I do it. I like it like this because I can move. I can just pick up the whole miner real easy, move it, ship it, whatever. I can put it in the shelves, just slide it in, hook it up, and get her going. So, all right, stay tuned. I'm going to try and make the video where I put the motherboard and stuff in. We'll work on that tomorrow. If you have any questions, feel free to ask them in the comments. Bye.